Alright guys, quick review on the trade this morning, but first of all I did have another trade here around about this area, right? This was scalping. I can't remember if it was roughly here. Anyway, it got to 1 hour and I trailed the stop loss and the stop loss hit, right? So potentially I could have held this, but when I scalp I want to get in and out a little bit quicker than what I do on a high time frame. So let's take a look at what happened here with gold. Okay, so the key levels, right? They're probably the strongest levels that we can trade, right? So although sometimes it would be like a 26.72, I've made the decision now that it's going to be 26.75. 26.80, 26.70. There's not going to be any in between numbers because it's less consistent, right? So if it's closed above 26.75, I'm going to be looking for buys. Okay. Now, obviously, the first thing we had here was a consolidation from 7:30 into around about 9 o'clock ish. So about an hour and a half worth of consolidation here. And the first thing I noticed was that we were not closing back below 26.75, right, which is this key level here. So if we're not closing below on a 15 minute, there's a very high chance that we're going to keep pushing up. All right, so what I did is I looked at the 30-minute time frame, which you know is one of my favorite time frames to trade, and as you can see here, right, we've got the wick formation that I spoke about yesterday. This is one of the most crucial entry criteria for me to take a trade, right? Because we've got the low, we've got what's like a liquidity grab, we've got a support candle, which is a downwards facing candle, right? That has created a new support. We've then got another candle here, which has made a new high. So we've got a low, a lower low, high, 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 high. And once this candle come down and started turning bullish, I wanted to enter the trade, right? Because I didn't really care too much about the close. What I was looking at is this was now created a support, okay? And the next possible destination for gold, in my opinion, after not being able to close back below 26.75, was up. So on the candle flip at 9 o'clock, I took the entry as it passed the opening price. It is a bit lower here, but I think that's something to do with the spreads. So yeah, as we passed, and then I went straight into profit. As it got to the top here, I was a little bit cautious. I was at this point prepared to let my trade go back to break even. I'm going to show you why this happened here. Okay, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, stupid shit fucking ICT guys have spotted fair value gap, which you know I do not like. Okay, however, that for me is clear space to trade into. So what happened? We traded into it. Okay, now what happened here is that we came down, we created another support, and then the next candle at 10:30 moved up. So this is nothing more than the wick being created on the 4 hour. These two bearish candles, that's the wick. So at this point, if I'm going to break even, I'm going to break even. Worst things can happen, right? The next candle then at 10:30, after the support had been formed, is that we opened up with no wick and we moved up. Now, as we moved up here, this for me was numerical. It was a price point. It was based on price. I was trading on price, but it was also around about 2 hour. I did think that we're going to go higher. Okay, I did think we're going to go to all-time highs, and we still may do that. However, at the minute, it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. And my choice, my decision to trail at 26.81.50 was a good one. Okay, so again, I'm out of the trade. We now seem to be coming down. 2 hour banked on any single day is a great trade. So either there's another trade in New York or there's not. Either way, I don't really care at this point. So that's the review for the trade. If you got any questions or you want to run through some analysis with me, that's no problem. Hit me up in the chat room. I'm here all day.